We're at Stockport Air Raid Tunnels. We're commissioned as Goofus Theatre to bring some fantastical stories in here, new original pieces using music and puppetry and mayhem, our usual stamp. And it's been brilliant to sort of start getting family audiences to come into this heritage space and see it as a performance space.
I've seen it twice. For the dress rehearsal, I was the audience, so I gave them a little bit of feedback on that. But yeah, great fun. We've got acting, puppets, we've got lots of movement and just great use of the space down here.
It's a collection of stories kind of connected to Stockport in one way or another. It's very atmospheric working in this space, and you've got an awareness that there's a lot of history in here. It's not just a building.
We need here with us today the three Susans!
You have an introduction with the first character, so we welcome you and then we gather you and we bring you into the first space. We tell you one of the stories.
She's different and cursed.
Don't tie her beaten, bitch.
She's put a bad spell on this town.
Even the weather is always bad since she's been here.
And then we move and we go into a different place. You can see the tunnels in that way. And then we go to another performance space and it's a shadow puppet, so there is no word. It's just for you to enjoy and use your imagination and just see some images. And then we move to the last place where we will do the last storytelling. And there is also some puppets as well in both of the stories. So it's super exciting and super beautiful and nice.
I've never even been in these tunnels, so to walk in and see all of this, it's, yeah, wonderful. You want to see it again just to take in more, because the way they lined it up, so you were looking each way and you're thinking, what's going to happen next? Which way am I going to be looking? And that made it even more exciting. Using the different locations as well, it's not often you go and join an audience and then get up and move to another space and then, get up and move to another space. So it's given us the opportunity to have a tour around the tunnels as well as listen to lovely stories in different places.
A lot of our programming and a lot of the stories we tell quite legitimately are about how people used the shelters in World War II, but actually when you're in this space it's a really unique, sensory, evocative space, and the stories that Goofus have brought out are different stories from World War II and are more about reacting to the space, which is wonderful and magical.
You felt like you were part of the show because it was so intimate and the costumes were great and it just really grabbed your attention.
And because she was so different, some people thought she might even be a witch. A witch! A witch! A witch!
It was funny. From beginning to end, it was absolutely hilarious. And the actors, spot on, they were great. You find yourself with this under dee, 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 and you're walking all around with this earworm in your head, but absolutely brilliant.
Then there was a rush of blue lights that filled the entire cave. Laughter, chatting.
I think the bit with all the bits.
All of it? So have you had a really great time? Yeah? What did they do to me?
That I knew.
I've never been here before, and to explore the tunnels and to perform in the tunnels, it's just really, really magical and cool.
There's a bit of a disconnect between heritage and culture, even though our culture is our heritage and our histories are stories that we tell ourselves and tell each other. So we need to bring new stories and new cultural initiatives into these heritage spaces to breathe life into them.
You, my friend, will be the marvel of all Europe. The magic act has made the magic actor.
I think we make assumptions about who can and can't access the tunnels because of the nature of the tunnels. So this project has really helped us to show that we can come and do something different and different kinds of people can access as well. We've worked quite closely with Heaton School, with people with additional needs, people who use wheelchairs. To keep our audiences alive and growing, we need to think about attracting different people and also attracting people who maybe have been to the air raid shelters before but can come and do something a little bit different.
He searched behind counters, on top of shelves, behind bookcases and inside hat boxes. He searched under chairs.
We just spoke to a 70-year-old man who's lived in Stockport all his life and not known that the tunnels is even open as a heritage place to visit. So by creating these performances and things, we're just creating much more awareness about the space is here. It's for the community. Get in, come and have a look and experience something different.
Even on the street of Paris!
The fashion capital of the world!
They seem to really enjoy it, and I know Rupert, my youngest, was adamant he didn't want to come. But I could see I was watching his face and he was watching it, was really engrossed and engaged with it.
Today made me feel happy.
You're welcome. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway.
I think it's really creative because it's a good use of the space. It brings people into the shelters that might not have come here before, and it's just a really imaginative use of the space. I think it worked really well. Yeah.